today on Divorce Court?
I am here today because I want to marry Antoine, but he has too many negatives and not enough positive. I cannot stand Antoine's lying and his thieving, and until he stops, he will continue to sleep on the floor.
My perfect future with Laquenya is off the floor and back in her bed, back in her arms, so we can be a perfect family.
If Antoine does not change, I'm going to put the stamp on the envelope and mail him out with no return.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Laquenya McElroy and Anthony Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
The two of you have been together for 11 years. You're now considering marrying after such a considerable period of time. You have 4 children together, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have 12 children in all.
Yes, ma'am.
And one of them is right here with us. Her name is Jamise Smith. Good day to you, and we'll be hearing from you momentarily. You've taken my compatibility test and given me your license and permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. I'm going to start with you, Ms. McElroy. Why don't you tell me, though you love him, why are you concerned at this juncture about getting married?
Well, Your Honor, I have been with Antoine for 11 years, and I do want to marry him, but he has more negative issues than positive issues. And also, I refuse to marry the father of Pinocchio and the brother of Spider-Man. Shh, if you know what I mean.
So I take it he lies. What does he lie about?
Just recently, I'm driving down the street, taking him to work, and he went on telling me this story about his boss wasn't gonna hire him on full-time because he looks just like the boss's son. And I'm like, really? I'm counting in my head, 1, 2, 3, what's next? Really? You just made up that fast lie? And we wasn't even talking about that. So he continues to just make up these fantasies.
Does he lie for a particular purpose? Do you think he's lying because he's cheating? Do you think he's lying because he doesn't want to work? What's his game plan?
Not because of the cheating. I have never had any issues with the cheating. It's more so of the attention. He wants attention. He wants to feel like he's this macho man. It's one thing to feel that way and to be that way. Mm-hmm. And Antoine he doesn't give it that 50%, which I'm not even asking for that. All I want is 40% from him.
40%?
Yes.
That's all you want?
That's all I want.
What isn't he giving you? I mean, his employment is a little sketchy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Other than that, what is he failing to do?
He's not responsible enough for the kids. I can, like, if I plan an activity to do with the kids, it's never any money coming out of his pocket. It's always me. I'm giving. I'm paying the bills. I have to do for the kids. I have to, you know, at any kind of event, like I just said, I'm the one that's paying for everything. But he wants to be a part of it.
Mr. Presley, are you failing to be appropriate economic support in your own household?
First off, I want to say that I love Laquenya, and I would do anything for this woman. But she bullies me, and she just mean.
And she's just mean. If you could speak up just a little bit, Mr. Presley, I would appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
You say she bullies you, and she's just mean.
Yes, ma'am.
Give me an example of some time when she bullied you.
Well, bully, I could do the mean first.
Well, hey, mean is good.
Last weekend, I had the flu. She says that I'm always being fake about different things, but then she didn't come and check on me to see was I being fake or not. So I had to walk to Walmart to get me some Theraflu and some Tylenol because I was sick. And she didn't do anything to help me comfort me in the situation or anything. And then on top of that, I had to sleep inside the bathroom to get a little peace or a little comfort for myself because she don't allow me in the bedroom.
Hold up. She doesn't allow you in the bedroom?
No, ma'am. I mean, I've been outside our bedroom for the last 6 months to a year sleeping on the floor.
Ms. McElroy, is this man telling me the truth?
Yes, ma'am, he is.
Why is he sleeping on the floor outside of the bedroom for the last 6 months to a year?
My thing is, Your Honor, if a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. So if he can't keep a job, he's not paying the bills, why should he sleep in my bed? My thing is, I'm not insecure. I'm not gonna do a lot of these things that these women are doing. And for him being sick, Your Honor, who bakes brownies if they have the flu? Come on
I
now.
have children at home, so at the same time, I still have to step up and be a father. Laquenya doesn't give me credit for the things that I do as a man and everything.
Well, what do you do? We understand that your employment is a little sketchy. There are other ways to contribute. Do you?
When I don't have a steady check, I'm at home, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing everything that I need that a stay-at-home dad would do.
Does he?
He does cook and he does clean when he's at home, but I have to fuss before he does it. If I come home after being at work all day, Your Honor, I'm kicking things when I walk through the door, then he'll jump up after the whole day I'm gone, and then he'll proceed on cleaning.
But it's
too late then, I'm mad.
We have kids at home, so by the time I be done had the house clean all day. All day.
You guys got a football team at home. Man, you got a lot of kids. It's hard to keep it tight when you got 12 folk in there.
She want things to be knick-knack tight when she come home. It could be a piece of paper on the floor. The queen
she lose her mind.
She gonna complain about that, and instead of her complaining, I go pick it up and stuff, and she still gonna have something to say.
You say that he's a thief. He steals both your money and your food. Explain that to me.
I'm gonna give you an example. One day my son came home from work, and I had lent him $20. He gave me the $20 back, and I was too tired to get up and put it back in my car, so I stuck it on the side of my dresser. And I told myself then, I said, when I wake up, I know it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be too good to be true for it to still be there. Sure enough, I woke up that morning.
It was gone.
And it was gone. And you wouldn't believe the lie that Antoine told me. He ran around the house acting like he was looking for it first. Then he proceeded to the trash can where he had done balled it up and put it in the trash can and said that my baby.
Now, Your Honor, we have a son. She'll tell you, she done went in her purse sometimes and took things. Anything that goes wrong in our household, since Laquenya has this bad perspective of me, anything that goes wrong in our house, I'm to blame for it. As far as taking anything like money and food, yes, I have taken food from the house, but I didn't take it from the house out of being despite. If I go to work Friday and I give Laquenya majority of my check and she put me out Saturday, Sunday, I don't have any money. So yes, I go in there and put me a little survival kit together just to make it.
Survival kit? No, that is so false, Your Honor. A box, you know how Thanksgiving come and you take up the donation, put the cans in it, the canned good drive. That's what he considered as a survival package. It had my kids' muffins, I'm talking about, when I tell you tuna fish, Kool-Aid packs, you don't make Kool-Aid at work.
But what he's saying is he gets put out a lot. So when he gets put out, he wants some food to eat while he's not at home. Do you put him out a lot?
A lot, maybe twice a month.
No, more.
So
more
that's
like
his survival kit. He's
like
just his little, you know, you want a little Kool-Aid, some SpaghettiOs to eat.
So you take from the kids to get that? I don't get it.
I'm not taking from the kids, not when I do have a job, Judge Tyler, when I do have a job, I'm providing to our house. I'm giving her something every week that I work. Since I started this job that I'm working at now, every week that I done got paid, I done gave Laquenya. I can't stay in her house without giving her something.
Okay. I got you. I take it back. No, I've got the pictures. I got the picture, loud and clear. I understand also there's an issue about jealousy with the kids, so I want to switch gears and talk about that. Mr. McElroy, do you show him any love at all? No. I mean, the man's on the floor. He keeps a survival kit. All of that, it seems that there's no warmth or care coming from your direction. Have I missed something? Mrs. McElroy, you say that Mr. Presley is jealous of your children. Tell me about that.
Okay, we have a 3-year-old son. He's so full of energy. He's always, when I say always, he always wants my attention. If I come home from work on my break, I pick him up. Well, why are you picking him up? He's gonna be a little punk. You need to put him down. He's not gonna be worth nothing when you play sports. He is 3 years old, Your Honor. What you want me to do? Come home and pick you up? So that's what he wants me to do. And if I do, I have actually tested him. I actually came home and put my arms around him. He's fine with that. No complaints in the world. But soon I pick up my 3-year-old, it's this and it's this and it's that and it's that.
Can I ask you this, Ms. McElroy, do you show him any love at all?
No.
I mean, we're gonna get back to talking about his jealousy of the kids and everything, but the man's on the floor. He keeps a survival kit. All of that, it seems that there's no warmth or care coming from your direction. Have I missed something?
I do give him attention, Your Honor, but he just wants
Is it good, though?
It's good.
No, it's not.
Sometimes. If he don't make me mad, Because if he make me mad, I'm turning up.
But anything I can do, any little thing that I can do can trigger her off.
Well,
And like
let's talk to Miss Smith for a moment, because she's there in the household. Maybe she can clarify things for me. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 22.
You're 22 years old. You're her daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you tell me what you think of this relationship? Do you think they should get married? If so, why? Or if not, why not?
Well, they should get married. My mom, she's bipolar, and she gets mad when we say she's bipolar. Sometimes she be rude to him. I'm not gonna take up for you either. Sometimes she's rude to him, and sometimes he do stuff to irk her out, because anything to make her mad. Like you said about the piece of paper, she gets mad about that.
She like lose her mind over a piece of paper.
Mind.
So she's hot-headed.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she kind to him? Does she treat him nice ever?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but is it a rare event?
It's rare.
But
Your daughter just told on you. I mean, she just got up there and told the truth. Mr. Presley, are you satisfied with the love and care you get from Ms. McElroy?
I'm not satisfied, but one thing, I refuse to give up on what we have, because we done been through so much. And I mean, my main thing, I love her. This is the woman I want to marry, and I know we can all make a change eventually, and I just don't want to give up.
Well, what about the kids? Do you think Mr. Presley is jealous of you and your siblings?
Well, not all of my siblings, but me, because I'm the oldest, and me and my mom, we're real close. And like every time I comes over, he'd be like, "Oh, she's acting funny. How do you act funny with somebody that we've been together for 22 years? Everywhere I go, my mom go. We do everything together. So she's like my best friend. And he's mad about that. He goes slamming stuff, huffing and puffing, and I just be laughing. I think it's funny.
How often does she put him out?
About like 10 times a month.
10 times a month. I believe every word she says, too. Every single solitary one of them. Does she put you out around 10 times a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think he stays?
Because he loves her. But my mom, her standards are very high, because she's a high standard person, so she expected him to be on her level. And right now, he's not meeting it, so she just dogs him out. And
do you help him out ever?
I've been helping him out for 11 years. I'm tired, Your Honor. How much help can I give him? I'm tired.
She says she
I have 12
I want to know what
kids.
kind of help she gives.
Yeah,
her.
so do I. So do I. Now, Ms. McElroy, sometimes I hear what you're saying about don't want a guy in your house sleeping in your bed if he's not making any money, but there are, one, A, other ways to motivate people, and two, why keep him on the floor if you don't really want him? Ms. Smith, thank you so much for your input.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Please
Thank
have
you.
a seat there. You took my compatibility test, and I look at your compatibility test, and I tell you, Mr. Presley, you write as small as I think you feel. I saw sad when I saw your compatibility test. I saw somebody who has been chipped and whittled away. And I don't know if I'm reading this, and you know, to be put out of the house 10 times a month and all of that, I don't know if you know how much damage that's done to you. What would you change about your intended spouse? The way she treats me. I mean, that, you know, attitude, the way she treats me. You didn't have much to say. She said, "What's wrong with you?" You said, "Job, car." I mean, you didn't have any real insight.
Because everything else I do, Your Honor, I mean, romantic-wise, I'm there. Buying flower cards and candy, I do that, but she throw that up in my face.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That you do everything and you're trying hard and you get so little in return that it's made you small, that you may have lost some esteem and sense of value. I'm just putting that out there for you, because you have the right to be happy as well. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. Now,
Ms. McElroy, sometimes I hear what you're saying about don't want a guy in your house sleeping in your bed if he's not making any money, but there are, one, A, other ways to motivate people, and two, why keep him on the floor if you don't really want him? Either try to make the relationship working better, but don't treat him like he's Rover on the dog or Fido on the floor. That's so unbecoming. So we're gonna do my 90-second thing. I'm gonna give you an opportunity and you opportunity to give me 90 seconds on why Mr. Presley is the man for you? No complaints allowed. This is pure love. Go.
I think he's the man for me because he's able to take what I dish towards him. I know he does love me, but my standards are high, but like I said, I feel like he can change, and I feel like it's worth working at.
That was the saddest profession of love I have ever heard in my entire life. It was, he lets me abuse him. And I think if I abuse him long enough, he'll be more like the guy I want him to be. That's basically what you said. Now, Mr. Presley, I understand that you love her so much that you wrote your profession of love on your body in a number of places, some of which we don't need to see.
Yes, ma'am. But
there's one that we can see. Can you show it to me? What does it say?
Laquenya, my wife, my life.
So manipulating.
You've professed your love to her several times already, so I'm not going to ask you to do it again. What I want, and take a minute, I want you to turn to her and tell her what dignities and rights you want in order to be her husband. Turn to her and tell her.
Laquenya, you know that I love you and I respect you, but all I ask in return is for you to respect me back the way that I respect you. Give me the opportunity of being the man of your life, because I know I can be that man. And the things that we're going through, I know we can get over them because it's not even that serious.
That was sweet. It wasn't as strong as I would have liked it, but it was sweet. If you were my son, I would have picked you up already and taken you home. I know you're not going to leave her, but I do want you to hear me. In order to be in a marriage, in a relationship, not to mention a marriage, you have to be an equal partner. You can't just be an asterisk in her sentence. You have to be a main component of what she is and what she does. She treats you like you're a houseboy, and it's not fair. Now, I know you don't think that, and I know you love her, and I know you want to stay, but I think you ought to demand some respect before you put a ring on it. Those are my thoughts. And I think that if you demand some respect, that doesn't mean be ugly and mean or rude or a bully, but it means to be determined in your actions and refusing to, have a survival kit for the weakly put out. I mean, that just should not be tolerated. Next time she puts you out, stay out. You know what I mean? Until she can treat you like she's somebody. Ms. McElroy, I think you do love him, but you don't treat him right. And I'm gonna tell you, if you let him go and one day you put him out, there's a whole lot of free radical women out there that would stand in line to put a roof over his head and actually let him sleep in the bed. So you better keep that in mind. I'm not gonna give you the marriage certificate. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to, but I'm not gonna be a party to it. You need to stand up and man up before you ever give her a ring. This matter is adjourned.
I would try to not put him out the house anymore. I might have to find a little spot in the house for him, besides outside.
I really want to make this relationship work. This is the woman of my dreams, and it's the woman of my life. I refuse to give up, so I'm gonna continue to work until I break.